Hey you guys, my name is Mercy. Welcome to my channel. I'm super excited for you to be here, and in this video I'm going to talk about my intern year. So how my intern year is going so far. This is how I feel and what my thoughts are and how everything's going, what my goals are, what I've achieved, what I need to really work on, everything that I'm feeling as of right now. While I'm on my 5th month now, completed 4 months, on my 5th month, so far it has been so crazy. First of all, it has been so tiring, 110%, because I knew coming into it that it was going to be really tiring, and because of the fact that I'm just so hyped up on life right now, it's okay. It feels okay. So I think generally most interns have similar schedule, but there's definitely a difference within each specialty. My specialty is family medicine, which I'm absolutely loving, especially as I'm going through all my rotations. I am so thankful that I chose family medicine because it just feels like a right fit. And the only one where I was like, did I pick the right one, is with emergency medicine. So basically we have 4-week blocks and we have to go through certain rotations: emergency medicine, OB-GYN, the hospital service, inpatient peds, there's cardiology, another round of OB. So we have different rotations that we have to do. I've currently finished my emergency medicine, surgery, inpatient peds, and on my OB, which next week is actually my last week in OB, and then I basically am an internist and do hospital service. So family medicine also does hospital service, and that's going to be pretty intense, but I'm excited for it. It's just been so crazy. As an intern, I know a lot of you guys can relate to it if you guys are an intern, where you just feel like you don't know anything, and I think that is just a usual feeling. Basically, I work 6 days a week. I have 1 day off. That includes our calls. So calls are basically where you're working either a night shift or a day shift over the weekend. In the hospital as like an internist, I've had calls basically every single weekend. Friday night calls are from 5 p.m. to 7 in the morning. Saturday night calls, Saturday day calls is from 7 in the morning to 7 at night. And then Sunday day calls is from 7 in the morning to 5 at night. And basically as an intern, what you're mainly doing is working, studying, sleeping. That's like the cycle until step 3 is done, and then you can work, review, and sleep, and then hopefully here and there you get to go out and hang out. I work at least 6 days a week. There was one setting where I worked basically every day for 12 days, but that's also because I changed my shift around. You just feel exhausted all the time. That's why it sucks studying for step 3, because all you want to do is just sleep and not want to do anything else once you get home. So if you can get step 3 out of the way, please do so. You'll thank yourself later. That's the hard part, is trying to study after a really exhausting day. Most of the time you can't. You just need to sleep, or you just fall asleep. Some interns take a while to take step 3. And some interns, they have like a deadline. It depends on the program. Everything is just so new. There are times where I just feel so stupid, and there's times where I'm just like so disappointed in myself, and then there's times where I'm like, oh my god, I'm getting it. Oh my god, I'm feeling better. I think at the clinic is where I feel the most confident, and I feel like I'm getting everything down. I'm taking care of my patient, and we're having good connection. But then when I'm in the hospital, it just feels like a little bit all over the place. And I think it's also because I'm working with other residents, and I just don't like to feel like I'm stepping on anybody's toes, but that's a whole other issue. I can't explain it. That's how I was even in med school. Like, I didn't like to take almost like, yeah, I think that's what it is. Like, I almost didn't like taking that leadership role when I felt like my seniors need to do it. So for that reason, I feel like I held back a lot, and I often still feel like I do that. And often it's more so because I feel like I'm just not confident in my skills. I second guess myself all the time. For that reason, I think I'm also holding back. I don't know if you can relate, and I don't know if I'm the only one doing that. Actually, one of the attending was like, you need to take more of a ownership of what you want to do for the patient. I kind of give my statement in a question form, like, oh, maybe we should do this, kind of. Is that what you want? I'm sharing this because obviously this makes me look bad, but at the same time, like, I mean, I'm an intern, I'm learning, and and I want to share this to make maybe like it can help someone else out there, and maybe someone else can relate to me. And I'm learning, I'm progressing, I'm getting better, and this is the time. My biggest goal is to confidently state the plan of action for each of my patients. That is my goal for the next 3 months, and I'm hoping that I can feel, especially after doing hospital service, I'm hoping that I can feel a lot more confident, because right now I just feel like I'm doubting myself all the time. Like I said, again, in the clinic setting where I'm in the office, I feel a lot more confident with my plan, but I also feel more in control of the situation, whereas in the other settings I feel less in control, and I need to kind of not be in that mindset. So how am I feeling mentally? If you haven't watched my other videos, I've just been going through a lot lately with my family. It feels like I'm in the most perfect time of my life with being a resident, and this is like my dream job. This has been my dream job, and I'm finally there, and it feels amazing. But there's so many other things that are happening that just started taking up my energy as well. Residency is draining enough that it just becomes really overwhelming, and so the way I'm handling it is by being more consistent with yoga and just relaxing and doing nothing, or journaling and writing my thoughts out, or getting on Instagram and social media, or posting a video on YouTube. So I allow myself to get away from things and focus on something different that is not draining me out. I tell myself that I am good enough, and forgive myself and not being perfect and not being my best version just yet, and giving myself time and room to grow. And I think being in that mindset has helped me. And then I always remind myself, I think the biggest factor in all of this is just constantly reminding myself that, hey, like, you were waiting for this day, and here it is. Another way that I keep my spirit up is by joking around and surrounding myself by interns and residents that are also lighthearted, and boost my energy by making me laugh, and me trying to make them laugh, because I try to be funny. But there are bad days and there are a lot more good days, and it's just about constantly keeping positive. Even though the world is crazy right now, I'm just trying to look at the bright side of everything and living in the moment. Oh my gosh, it's like literally 4 months in, and I feel like the time flew by. So I'm really trying to hold on to the present, and hopefully in time I can see that I've progressed. I have a long way to go. My gosh, I will get there, hopefully. I know I will. I got this. But life is good, and yeah, so we're 4 months in, and I'll talk to you guys in another 4 months and just talk about like what I've achieved thus far. Oh, I didn't talk about what I've achieved thus far. I guess I didn't. Oh, it just feels like I haven't gotten anywhere, but I feel like I'm getting there, you know, slowly but surely. We got this, slowly but surely. I actually have to head out, and I have 30 minutes to head out and start my shift. All right, I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you guys are having a fantastic week. Let me know if you guys have any specific video ideas. Let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, that like button if you haven't done so already, and that bell button so that way you're notified every time I post. I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.